Now to breaking developments of the latest homicide in Jackson. The victim has now been identified. 3 on your side. First on the scene of the deadly shooting at Perkins Street, which is off Martin Luther King Jr. Drive in Northwest Jackson. Jackson police identified the man as 46-year-old Shondell White. He was found dead with a gunshot wound inside a home on the street. You can see where police blocked off the road as they investigate. JPD says right now they have no suspects or motive in White's death.